comes to cheating, you know what I'm saying, dudes is not as emotionally strong as women. So when a dude get cheated on, oh, it's the end of the world.
That's the end of the world.
Nigga ready to kill himself. This nigga listening to every fucking
R&B song.
slow song ever.
Every
So
single,
sick of love song, nigga.
every single Neo song.
Yo, all that. But you know, when we get cheated on, I'm not gonna really speak for them because they're not really here to defend themselves. But it's a lot of shit. Yes, they gotta deal with.
Don't worry about it.
But a lot of times they really end up coming back. Sometimes there's times they come back. Dudes don't really come back.
I think that's probably like the double standard because for, not to speak for females because we don't have one on the show yet, but I guess it's kind of to speak for females. When a guy cheats, it's something that's more so expected on their behalf. When a woman cheats in a relationship, we don't necessarily expect that to happen. So when it does happen, it's shocking for one, and then it's like,
It hurts.
yeah.
For me, I have to disagree.
I'm not crying. I
think that
I'm not crying. You're crying.
it's 2018 now. I mean, I feel like, you know, women play the game just like men now.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so
we're not saying like who doesn't cheat more or who doesn't cheat more.
You know,
I feel like everybody cheats the same amount.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like it's just a matter
let's
of
let's get the narrative out of the air that like
Yeah.
you know it's not expected because females, you know, I feel like they built that wall up or they've developed that that wall or that mindset of, okay, my girlfriend got cheated on, you know, I'm gonna go out and then I'm gonna do my thing because guys aren't trustworthy, right? You know, so it's just like it goes back to that book by Steve Harvey. You know, what was it?
One thing like a man.
Alec Lady, Think Like a Man. You know, so it's just like it's
Decent movie,
2018.
too.
we gotta
the
just keep
first
it
one,
100.
decent
Like a
movie.
lot, everybody is cheating more nowadays. Everybody.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily.
And that
it's
women
not
are getting caught
necessarily-
more nowadays.
Yeah.
Because women historically have always cheated. Men have always cheated, but men have always gotten caught.
You just
Niggas
say
is dumb.
You just say people always cheated.
Huh?
You could just say people have always.
Yeah, but
cheated.
I'm being specific. Men get caught way more
Yeah.
than women get caught. Women have been slick in the past, but 2018, women is getting sloppy with this shit.
So how did you find out that your chick
told
was cheating on you?
Yeah.
She told you?
It was like, all right, so this is the only time I know of. Maybe I've gotten cheated on in past relationships, and I'd never known about it. But the time that I knew about it, we was in like a long distance relationship. This is like my high school sweetheart. I went to high school in Virginia. Moved from Virginia to New Jersey. I'm in college and shit like that. I'm living my life. I was up here. I was
Living my best life.
facts. I was
going
doing my
back and
dirt.
forth
I'm gonna
with you,
be
niggas.
honest. I was doing my dirt, but I didn't never say that to her. Cause when you're in college, son, like this shit is a whole different world.
Yeah.
So I'm in college. It's like we never really keeping in contact that much. She ended up moving from Virginia to New York. It was planned for us to do that so we can like possibly be closer together to each other, but I'm living my best life in college, and I'm just like,
Nigga, why are you so damn close?
Just trying to be in the frame.
Nah,
Yeah, come closer to me.
I'm not with this shit.
It's all fact.
Nigga,
All right.
and you got the
So we
and you in your deathbed with the cancer cough.
so we just like we communicating through emails because she didn't have a cell phone at first, and then when
Nigga,
she got a cell phone,
You should dropped it in.
Was she 40?
You should dropped it in when
Bro,
she had a cell phone.
no, she lost the cell phone. Like when you
She a
move. Let me finish, bro. We 18, 17 years old.
Yeah.
nigga.
Why are you using emails?
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a cell. She didn't have a cell phone. I had a cell phone. I had a
That
prepaid
was 10
shit.
years ago. That wasn't that long ago, bro.
Bro, all right. Let me get my shit off. Let me get my shit
I'm
off.
just wondering why you still communicating through
Through email because I had a cell phone. We both had cell phones at first. She ended up not having a cell phone anymore. Shit happens, all right. So
Yeah,
when she
catfish.
finally got another cell phone, I ended up losing my cell phone. I didn't lose my cell phone, but I ended up losing way to pay for my cell phone bill because I just moved to New Jersey. I ain't working, none of that shit.
Team
So
Lawrence type shit.
fast. So we ended up having to communicate through emails. Back in the day, the whole email thing was that was the thing. Like whatever. So eventually she sent me an email. I think she sent the shit to me on Valentine's Day. That she was like, I'm just gonna go this route with this guy and I'm just gonna work like I'm gonna choose that relationship over this one. So Again, even though I was doing dirt in a relationship, I never told her that I was doing dirt. So if she listens to this podcast, you finally think out now. Okay, shit happens. Whatever.
Over it.
10 years ago. But I was doing dirt, but obviously she was too, because she ended up being with a whole, like, I'm going to choose this relationship. So she let me know through email that that she wanted to be in another relationship with another guy. And I'm like, damn. Like,
so you guys did news broken through email?
Through email. On my freshman year at college.
Nigga, that sucks.
Couldn't have been me. I would have never read that email.
Yeah.
I got like 2,000 unread emails in my phone right now. I'd have never knew he was broken up. Damn.
How'd you get cheated on? How'd you?
But that's the thing. That's the reason, because I wasn't checking my emails every day. I check my shit like once a week.
Broke up with you and you didn't even know
So
about
she over here with no phone. Like, this nigga ain't sent a message back to me yet. Like, what the fuck?
She over here. She probably over here.
This nigga out here
mad dick. Like,
down.
I broke the news to him already.
So
single.
Like, I understand, like, from her point of view, like, oh, this nigga is not fucking messaging me. What the fuck? She's probably checking this shit every day. No new messages. Because when I sent her a message, I get that shit back in like 30 minutes. So I know you was checking that shit every hour. So yeah.
Like JC Penney and Victoria's Secret emails. Nothing from Malcolm, no.
You get all them spam emails. So yeah, bro.
Yeah, that sucks.
I got cheated on. I found out through email.
How'd you find out that you got cheated on?
She either told me I think she told me in person. And we was also in college, and she told me that she went back to her ex, and I was like, whatever. I wasn't really like whatever. I was the most emotional, light-skinned little boy that you could ever meet. But
we was all there. We was all there for this, by the way.
For the purpose of the story, I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But after
we even talked about like finding this dude and beating this dude up.
we was definitely.
I was like, yo, you need me to beat him up.
Why did so? I never understood that, right?
I'm pretty sure you're about to say what I was about to get into anyway, but continue.
Like, why blame the guy? I mean, the bitch.
Because he was just
being
being one of us.
He was just being a man. I was just the same thing. I mean,
at the time,
why would you
get
mad at
course,
the man for it? I mean,
at the time, of course.
If you're gonna throw the pussy at him, I mean, you're gonna catch it if you're single, right? Yeah.
But still, like, if you know somebody in a relationship and you pursuing it. You are like, the woman is at fault for falling victim, but nigga, you antagonizing my chick. That's not cool.
Oh yeah,
when you already know.
I
can beat you. It's okay for me to beat you up in that point. And she cheat, she getting beat up too. But if you pursuing my girl and you doing this shit constantly, knowing that she in a relationship,
oh yeah,
I mean, everybody's at fault in that situation. When you get cheated on, everybody's at fault.
But who's the primary?
The person who falls victim,
or the person that got it.
The person who falls victim to it.
Vagina.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fall victim to it, obviously you're in the wrong. But you're entertaining it first of all. Like, if your ex is hitting you up when you're in a new relationship, you're already wrong, already in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you go further and meet up and fuck, son, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, this is planned out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, I just wanted this.
Too much.
Like, because when they lie, like, I didn't plan on fucking him. What the fuck did you doing? What did you plan on doing when he came to your fucking dorm room?
I thought he was just gonna.
No. Let's keep it, bro. Let's keep it real. When you in King or when you in college, you gotta sign them in. They come up to your room.
That's definitely King. You only gotta get signed. Well, there's a few
other colleges you gotta sign in, you gotta sign them in.
You gotta go through the effort.
They gotta give you your license. He like, yo, I'm coming through. It's okay if I come through. Yeah, you can come through. Yeah. So she invited, like, they invited him.
I think at the time she didn't have no more. She didn't have the ability to sign people in no more. So she had to
sneak them in.
No, she had to premeditate. She had to get somebody else to sign her in.
So she like, obviously she's dirty.
Steps. She was like,
so she's dirty.
Just to see what the
she was on some Mission Impossible shit like.
Yeah, y'all remember when niggas used to sneak niggas in? Like, the minute they buzz the door open, homie run from the outside straight through the door. I was one of those people.
Like, yo, we got you on tape.
I got kicked out of the dorms, so like there was some times where I'm at the dorm, I was like, oh shit, I can't get in.
This is one of those people acting like they on the phone, in the background.
Yeah, bro. The minute somebody opens the door, I'm running. I was one of those people. Facts.
Oh my God. I mean, I guess we go on to the next. I don't know if you. Yeah, this is on to the next topic. Because we were on the topic of relationships. I guess Malcolm, you had to talk with your girl about open relationships. I don't know the backstory. So
okay, let me just clarify real quick.
No,
I was not talking about having an open relationship with my girl. We follow somebody on YouTube and they talk about the whole thing, and she was like agreeing with some of the points, disagreeing with some of the points. I was disagreeing with most of the points, but I understood where they were coming from. So pretty much their whole thing was they want to be able to still entertain, and I use quotations, friendships, to the point where if you just meet somebody, it's okay to hang out with them and grab drinks or lunch and whatever.
While you're in a relationship?
Yes. And I disagree with that, because the minute you entertain some shit, you already like, this is how I feel. Again, a lot of people might disagree, but the minute you entertain some shit, like, you already in the wrong. You shouldn't be entertaining no other person, because, you know, her thing was, oh, so you know if you like somebody right away. And my thing is, do you know about one night stands? Like, how many? I don't know about y'all, but I've had quite a few one night stands in my day, meeting people in the same day and then fucking them in that same night. Like, it's a matter of a couple hours. You feel me? So a lot of that shit happens. Like, you meet somebody, you can vibe with them, but you don't know everything about them. But you know the vibe they giving off is like, yo, this is dope. This is, you know, cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of one night stands happen that way, because you're not really showing all of you. You're just showing the best parts of you when you first meet somebody. You know what I'm saying?
You got the fresh cut. You got your
all
new,
of that.
You got your new fit on. You out there dressed.
You played that, so you knew. You ironed your shit. You iron your socks.
That's nothing,
nigga, when you iron your socks.
That's something like when I go out, or when you go out, you gotta take that into fact. Like, when you see people out in the club, you gotta remind yourself, like, that's not how they look on a regular basis, but in the time that you're there, it's attractive, so you gonna latch onto it.
Word. So, Tommy, seeing as you're the only single person at the table,
correct?
Would you get into an open relationship with somebody if they bring it to you in a way of, okay, the open relationship is not necessarily sex with other people, but we can hang out with other people and have lunch or meet new people?
I don't think so. I mean, you can have the thing is, if you have an open relationship, I don't know if that necessarily means that you're boyfriend and girlfriend, or if y'all just
kicking it,
good friends,
dating
that can talk to other people,
friends with benefits.
And if you're friends with benefits and you're you call that an open relationship, then I don't feel like you can put a restriction on what you can do when you meet other people.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, so you for you it's off the table, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if I'm in a relationship,
there should be no other issue. Like, there should be no other person.
I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's cool for you to be able to do your own thing, but don't call it a relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't call it an open relationship. Don't call it a relationship. Don't call it anything.
So speaking on terms of a relationship, my thing is, every relationship that I've been in, I always give the same, like, one rule. Like, I don't deal with shit that has to do with any other niggas. So don't bring me nothing that has to do with any other niggas. The minute that any other nigga is involved in our relationship, that could possibly be a deal breaker, and I'll, like, dead this shit. So that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you meet somebody and then y'all out here going to lunch, I'm already having an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a jealousy thing. I'm not a jealous person, because I'm not. A lot of niggas nowadays going through their girl phones, and to me that's some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be going.
Your phone out there. You might as well take a look at it.
So you that type nigga? So you've gone through phones before?
I haven't.
So
I don't have the password.
was talking about time.
I don't have the password.
I mean, all right. My thing, I just don't feel like. I don't feel like
you threw shade at him.
I don't feel like anybody should be going through anybody's phone, because if you just getting into a relationship, or if you've been in a relationship for a while, if you don't trust this person and they gave you no reason not to trust them, then that's an issue that you have to deal with. That's your demon that you need to come to terms with. That's not my fault that you have trust issues with me when I never give you reason to have trust issues. Right. So my thing about that, like, I've never gone through my woman's phone ever. That's not my thing. I'm not that type of guy that's gonna, what you doing, who you talking to. I don't care. If I find something out, like, find it out, then it's gonna be an issue. But I'm not out here looking for shit. You feel me? So I mean, it is.
So let me ask you a question. Let's just say your girl's phone is laying en route here, and she's in the shower getting dressed, and you see a message pop up from Mike, and it has the hard eyes. What are you gonna do? You just gonna leave it there, or are you gonna read about it, or?
I've never gone through my woman's phone.
I didn't ask you about that. I said, what would you do if the phone was just sitting there and you just chilling, you saw her, you see her phone?
All right, for the sake of the podcast,
because it's always that one time.
Let me just keep it 100. We've been together.
You got a character.
Sorry, you good? You right? Back up, Mike. We've been together 5 years. I've never got to her phone. If for any reason that her phone just happens to be in front of me, and a text comes and it happens to be a nigga, whatever. Who the fuck is that? That's it. Tell me who it is, whatever. But I've never gone through her phone, and that's not my thing. I've never let me see who the fuck is texting her, because you hear the phone go off. Obviously, when you living with somebody, you're gonna hear that phone go off. I don't. It is what it is. She can have her privacy. You know what I'm saying? Because it is. I'm not pressed for that type of shit. If she feel the need to talk to other niggas or whatever, and that shit ends up coming to the public, and I find out about the fact, we'll have that conversation then and there, but I'm not really pressed for that whole thing. That's not my thing.
I feel like also looking at your mate's phone will always get you in trouble because you have no type of context to the message that's coming in.
Yeah.
Because even though the dude might have sent the hard eyes, she might have sent him a picture of a puppy or something.
So let me tell y'all a funny story. So I've never looked through her phone, but she's looked through my phone before. This is she lost her phone. I used to not put a lock on my phone, but she lost those privileges 3 years ago. I mean, I didn't care. I was never out here doing shit. So I think she went through my phone. It's
we rewind the podcast to when you were doing shit, because you just said you never.
But this relationship, no, I've been out of relationships before. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she was looking through my phone, and this is the conversation between me and you, Tommy. I think we were saying something about, oh yeah, we should invite them, because we used to throw our house parties a lot, and then I forget what was said. I think it was oh, how did they look or some shit like that. And then why do you care about how they look? What the fuck do they look like? Yo, chill. It was not nothing like that. I swear to God it wasn't, but it was just yo.
I will say, when we used to have those house parties, Malcolm didn't give a fuck about who we invited, and he didn't care who got in trouble for it, because Malcolm would tell me to invite every single last one of my exes that I ever was in a relationship with. Thankfully, none of them ever showed up at the same time, but there was one where
she wasn't invited.
I forgot. No, it was a different time. It was one time where the girl that I most recently got out of a relationship with showed up. Well, Lee, the main